which people don't take. So realistically, nothing has changed since 7.38, where this hero got for some reason nerfed, because that made sense. Yeah, I'm not sure, but maybe there's something coming out here.
Yeah, I mean, I think he himself maybe didn't get stronger. Maybe didn't get stronger. In the last patch, people were playing the Ricky support occasionally, and then part of the reason you didn't love to do it all the time is that there were many strong supports that would punish a weaker lane like Ricky. But a lot of those stronger supports did get nerfed. And now we see more safe heroes, Oracle, for example, being banned out. But these types of save supports have been getting a little bit more popular, which the smoke screen is very good against, not only for the silence, but to prevent allies from targeting allies in the smoke screen. So I think his relative value in the patch went up. But we're gonna see, because like I said, he's been banned a lot. So haven't actually gotten to see it in action until now.
I'm definitely interested. I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. I did play this hero recently as a support myself. You can snowball pretty heavily. I do think like the Atos build has given him a little bit more viability. I don't know if people are still doing that, because like I said, I just haven't really seen this hero all that much. But I do feel like the Atos has been kind of sick. It's a really good stat item for the hero. From the support role, he just needs more HP because he has terrible stat gain. It's like the 3rd or 4th lowest stat gain hero in Dota. So he needs health, like desperately. Especially against something like an Ancient Apparition. So maybe he does just go the Atos this game.
Terrorblade picked pretty good versus the Ice Blast, since you can exchange health as a way to deal with that. Healing does not work. He's also one of the better carries of the current patch. I would say he even got slightly nerfed. His illusions do less damage when they're not near him. But wasn't really that big of a deal. So still seeing him picked up a good amount. Could be the off lane, but I think that's been less popular.
Do you think anyone's actually playing Ricky as a carry?
If given a good game, we saw mid Ricky in a previous tournament. Mid Ricky's a little bit more common. It goes like position like 80% of the time, 20% of the time mid Ricky, and then some decimal percentage carry. But maybe, like you said, did get buffed. These are supports that if you had a good start, you could kill them with smoke screen diffusal. You need to have a good start. You need to see what the offlaner is. What supports are even left for?
It just feels so weird.
For AllStars to take. There's actually a lot of support bans this game. Naga Siren, some teams have been playing. I feel like open stack teams are less likely to run a Naga 5 because that's kind of complex. Down to a Mars. Tell you what, Ricky Carey can get out of arena for free.
Yeah, but if he gets stunned into a spear in the lane, he dies from 100 to 0.
That's also true.
So that's a little rough. Walking into lane with like 510 health is kind of unlucky. Okay, hear me out. With a Warlock, it actually could be viable to run a Ricky Carey here. Because if you can get to a decent time defusal, you feed on these supports. But they're just going to go Gyrocopter and have the typical Fatal Bonds, Flat Cannon build, and it will be a support Ricky. I mean, maybe he still goes Diffusal. I think you probably want to opt for an Atos this game, like I said, just because I think he's going to need the raw HP, but...
Also, his team has no catch.
Yeah, you have Terrorblade, Warlock, Gyro. You have no stuns outside of Golem.
The flex is still there. On paper, but I do think that's your offlane and safe lane. Gyro, Warlock safe, Ricky, Terrorblade, Ricky, offlane. Maybe a Ricky, Team DK reveals. I don't know, like a puck right here.
Like they just pick a puck into
yeah,
it.
but I don't think you do. I don't think you do already. You see the Ricky already is the thing.
Dawnbreaker. Yeah, just pick their
Dawnbreaker here. Dawnbreaker unless that's Mars mid.
Dawnbreaker carry would actually kind of go hard with an Ancient Apparition. It's a lot of magic damage in the lane against a Terrorblade. And they have no way of stopping your Starbreaker.
It'd be kind of cool.
It's an interesting idea.
I'm not sure what they need then. Either a carry or a mid. They have a lot of playmaking available to them. Scaling is maybe the thing they're missing more than anything. Unless they want to play really fast, which they did last game. With an anti-mage, they didn't have to play that fast, but they did. That might just be their preferred style. Going fast versus a Terrorblade's also nice. He's low health at the start. A lot of easy kills.
Yeah. I like the Queen of Pain and Ember Bands. I think those would have been very good. They get rid of the puck. You could also ban the Storm Spirit if you're worried here.
He's banned first phase.
Give him a little bit of catch. Oh, that's right. He is banned first phase. I'm stupid.
The rare first phase Storm ban.
I don't think Void Spirit brings enough damage, so I don't think you ban that. Yeah, they go for the Pango. I like that. It's a little bit more lockdown. Decent damage as well.
I just thought they might go for the Pango themselves, since he's usually pretty good versus the Terrorblade. And if you're already rolling, you don't care about the smoke screen too much.
I feel like you just go safe and pick something like Tiny here for the mid lane. Like
it's fine with me. Good with Ancient Apparition. It did get nerfed.
It's also like
still, but still.
Yeah. Okay. Solid. I think it's just too good. Like Ricky can't ever threaten Tiny. If he shows himself, he just dies to Avatos. Warlock also very susceptible to dying. Same with Terrorblade. So you're likely going to see him have to go the pipe build this game since there is so much magic damage. And if he doesn't, well, you better pray you win all your lanes.
Viper time.
They do go the Void Spirit? Oh no.
You needed some kind of catch. You're either once again all in on or lanes, you pick a hero with catch. Last time we saw what happened when they went tried to win the lanes. So this time they're gonna go for the void. You can at least try to set some stuff up, make some space. Won't have the easiest match into the tiny, you'll be able to jump the supports in the back. It'll be a little scary into Lion, but hopefully Ricky has already found them. Drop the smoke screen, and then you jump in to finish the job.
He's very reliant on the Ricky finding the right target because I don't think the lane's going to go well. I'm pretty sure Tiny's going to have a pretty free lane here. Void Spirit's not bad, but his damage has been nerfed quite a bit in the early game, just because it used to be absurdly high. There was points where you'd come to lane with like your starting items and you'd have 81 damage as a melee mid laner, and you're like, that shouldn't exist. Yeah, and now he's down to like low 50s. So he's not nearly as strong as he used to be. I think people are mostly going the Sanctuary facet still, which gives him the barrier for all damage, which is probably necessary this game. We'll see.
I do think Lion's instant catch pretty scary for him. Avalanche can also be similar. But outside of that, he can actually dodge quite a lot of the things from Team DK. He can dodge pretty much everything from Dawnbreaker, a lot of Mars's spells, Hang on, Ice Blast. You can see it coming, react to that. So there's quite a lot you can get out of as the Void Spirit. But once that blink online is up, you will have to be very careful.
No. Well, it is time. We're going to jump into game number 2 here of AllStars versus Team DK. We can use this we'll pause here to take a look at some of the facets. Once again, it will be Lion going the Fist of Death, so he's going to look to build up some stacks early. Crash Landing, Bone Chill, Blood Sport, and Star Surge. So actually going Star Surge, since this is the carry Dawnbreaker, which with carry Dawnbreaker, there was a buff to this facet that even if you manage to interrupt the Starbreaker, you manage to maintain the attack speed bonus. So kind of nice. And then as a carry, her innate was changed, which is really good for her. So during daytime, the moment it switches over, she gets 25% base damage. That decreases over the course of the daytime down to 0. So she's much stronger the beginning of the game in lane, which I think definitely lends itself to a strong lane performance for the carry. The facets for the side of AllStars, the one I'm mostly interested about is Contract Killer for the Riki, because this does not give you the ability to farm at all. This is exclusively like you have to get kills for this facet to pay off.
Can also get D wards and courier kills. That was added in. But the numbers don't quite seem enough to be worth it. I think if they bumped this up, double is probably too much. But I mean, it needs to be,
the level one needs to be improved.
Yeah, 25 is too low. 25 is too low. I think. I understand they have to be careful of Snowball. If you can more consistently hit like an earlier 6, I think that gives value to this facet. Doesn't seem 25 seems too little. 25 seems too little for the downsides of Riki. But we'll see if they have a different idea. If they have a different idea in mind than us. I am excited to see.
If he kills a hero or gets an assist, he would rather have gotten a lane CS in terms of XP. That's how useless this facet is in the early game.
But Riki,
that's why I don't understand.
But Riki, we got an observer. An observer, and two sentries. So get this. So scout out the mid observer. Boom. 25 XP. 25 XP. Go top or bottom, because the second observer could be anywhere. Get it. 25 more XP. Sit in the tier 2, in the tier 3 area, sniper area, boom, TP to lane, 75 XP.
He's just almost halfway to level 2 now.
Yeah.
Huge.
Heck yeah.
Oh, big stun out from feeling again. Maybe sleeping at the wheel there on the terror.
25 extra XP. 25 extra XP.
Goes to Dynamo.
50 XP.
Huge.
50 XP.
2 dead, about to be
75. 75.
Okay.
Dude, eat your words, man.
Hold on. Our observer pointing out something really big. He has 4 Grimoire stacks to start the game.
That's true too. Forget about Contract Killer. Here's the real benefit. Here's the real benefit. You want Black Grimoire stacks, you can hit a fast 6. 4 is honestly enough. That's pretty good for a Warlock. You're usually not expecting to get that many kills. This is already like a 7-minute level 6 if they get their wisdom shrines. If they get their wisdom, and you have a decent time in lane. Find more kills, even better. Riki?
Oh my gosh, he gets the bounty. He dies for it. But he gets a bounty rune. I don't know if that one's worth it.
Probably not. But
after a pretty rough start,
he is going to hit that. Fast level 2 in lane.
I'm not sure I like that ward he placed, because it's like if you're going to play this with a Terrorblade lane, I feel like you need to scout couriers. So I would have liked it to be slightly higher in the lane to scout couriers coming across, so that he can just kill the couriers.
Yeah, we can actually. There's a courier walking by right now that is just at the edge of the observer, like you said.
Exactly.
So if it had been a little further up, it would have helped. For example, he would have known to head over right now. But
the level 1 team fight, though, from AllStars, absolutely massive for their start this game, right? Flat Cannon plus Fatal Bonds. It's a classic combination, and when you get a 4-hero Fatal Bonds to start the game, pretty good. Not bad.
I will say, Contract Killer might not pay off right now. But eventually you level up. You get to the next level. So you get
next level. So you get
150 XP on hero kills and 75 for assists and wards and couriers. That can speed you up. And looking at the talents, I would say probably that level 15, like 10 and 15 make smoke screen really good. And you know, maybe you get that like a couple minutes sooner because of this facet. So maybe that's some of the idea that he's going for with that facet choice.
We'll see. I'm open to the idea. Tricks of the trade there, obviously, to dodge the cold feet. He'll be just fine. Now, granted, Ricky has very good base stats. It's his stat growth that's really bad, so he's able to potentially get some good damage here into the Ancient Apparition. Mid lane, good toss back there from the Tiny. Avalanche.
Close.
I don't think he has the damage here to finish. Oh, wait. What? He has a shield in one and a remnant as well. Yeah, I think he's got him. Yes, he does. What a bait from the Void Spirit.
Or an overcommit. Just a little too confident there.
He solo kills the Ancient Apparition top.
And a courier. Dude.
And he's going to get the courier. Oh,
50 XP.
Is he dead, though? He's actually going to live.
I think he's live.
Oh, he's going to live because she doesn't have her boots that just died on the courier.
That's true.
He is 15 MS faster. That's all you need sometimes. Wow. All right. I wish there was a stat that we could see how much XP he's gotten out of this.
I think it'll be possible at the end game breakdown.
Like you can see it. Like you can see it
with Dota Plus, I think.
Okay.
Because I know you can see the Hive Mind XP. See how much you get throughout the game.
See how much you get throughout the game.
I bet there's a way to see contract.
I bet there's a way to see contract killer.
Okay.
To be comparable to Hive Mind.
I mean, it
obviously depends on the game.
And
how many bugs you get off. But I used to track it because I found that it's usually at least like 3,000
XP
Hive
from
Mind.
Which is like a tenth to 20th.
A tenth to 20th. 10% to 20% of the XP you gain.
Struggling there. I was really struggling.
I need the XP.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what you're saying.
I need the XP to level up my brain. The lion comes over the water rune. So maybe trying to help fix the earlier kill. Rotating into. This is enough to get the kill.
Looking to maybe try and punish mid, but that is a Warlock with a Fatal Bonds. There's the Hex, Blood Grenade, the heal. Is Feeling gonna have the damage? He needs an Earth Spike, but he's got to dissimulate. Gonna be okay. Oh, and now here comes the Ricky. Captain Earth Spike. There's the toss. It's not enough. The all damage barrier saves him. He gets pulled back in with a remnant. Ricky will be the one that gets the kill instead. And that's why everyone goes that barrier.
I thought you were going to say this is why everyone should be going contract killer. Dude, with everything that's happened, he's almost, get this, 200 extra XP.
Oh, that's like half of level 1.
I think he'll get this courier.
He might get this courier
all the way back.
Yeah, that's big.
So what he has? Two couriers, 2 kills, 2 assists. So he's at 150 XP right now. Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, Mars down here. Mars wishing he had 200 more.
I forgot this lane existed.
I mean, this is not very fun. For Fatal Bonds into He's just gonna get what he can. He's doing a decent job on that. He has a solid amount of looking to really put the pressure on him. He's not an easy hero to dive.
Top lane. They're gonna pop the meta. In comes the Lion though, and well, quick 2 kills. That is a lot of damage, and yeah, Terrorblade Ricky not notoriously tanky.
Not the time for the meta. Gets nothing out of that. Now they have time for the smoke. They have time for the smoke rune. No oracle this game. It is top.
They're baiting this so hard. It is level 6 Void Spirit, so he does have Astral Steps.
He still gets it.
He dodged over the stun. He didn't open with Hex. And now he's just gonna die for this one, as Void Spirit should be able to run down this Lion. A blood grenade thrown here to try and stop the Ricky, but
25 more XP.
25 more XP somehow catches him. And they are just gonna eventually run down the Tiny as well, as he doesn't have that bonus armor from the Grow. Just needs one more Astral Step on through, and that's it. That's enough.
25 more XP. It's getting out of control. It's getting out of control. Okay, all jokes aside, he is like 5.5. He is like 5.5. He is 5.5.
Yeah.
He is 5.5. It's not even 7 minutes. He'll get 6 off this wisdom. He'll get 6 off this wisdom trying if he steals it. Memes aside, it's working.
This is kind of crazy.
It's kind of good. It's kind of
Lion
good. Might be
should
got
get
that feed
this.
to Lion though. Feed to Lion though.
Oh, he can't Tricks of the Trade because he'll get the Wisdom Shrine. So he has to just hope for evasion procs. He doesn't stick or Fairy Fire, so he gets nothing.
The evasion procs. Evasion procs. Until a teammate gets there.
Teammate gets there. Like 7.
A little hopeful. A little hopeful. Still 5.5.
Well, Lion's very happy about that.
So early. Yeah. And okay.
He's got a ton of XP.
Ricky aside, Warlock is at 7.
Warlock is at 7.
He's at 5, and he's at 5.25. So you have 6 whenever you want.
You have 6 whenever you want.
You can even save it for a later time. At this point, still hit a really good point.
Still hit a really good 6 time.
So they're trying to find
something up here.
Meta up in 30.
Meta up in 30.
At that point, get the kill, get the tower, get the tower with the golems in the meta.
Ricky, I think, dead in the mid lane, just as long as he doesn't get one more evasion.
Give me that regen rune. Give me that regen
toss. Oh yeah, did you dead stick again? Oh no. Meanwhile, an avalanche toss. Cold Feet, of course, gonna break there thanks to the toss. That might have given this Void Spirit a little bit of space to get away. That regen will go right back in aggressively, gets himself a kill onto the Ancient Apparition. Another toss here. Trying to drain his mana, but it is not going down at all. That regen, very good.
Ricky was hoping to grab that regen rune to heal up and live. Like you said, the Magic Stick probably would have given him enough health to survive as well. Hairblade? Oh my Hairblade!
Oh my gosh.
Dude, we just died to a random hammer.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Random Sunder! He gets the Sunder off. Starbreaker off the mark. Turns around with a reflection.
I can't believe he's alive.
If he didn't use Earth Spike, he could have gotten the finger off and just kill him instead. And now you just lose the Dawnbreaker.
Oh, that's an Ogre Axe too. No contract killer on Void Spirit though, but
unlucky.
big plays up here. This Terrorblade is going pipe, which I'm glad. I don't think you can have too many people farming. I think the pipe will be good this game. I think the pipe will be good this game for the team.
Oh, there was a fight in the bottom. I didn't even catch this. Dawnbreaker coming in as well. Very nice combo. Good stuff there.
Yeah, you definitely need something going for you.
Yeah.
Down 4K already.
That was the first arena. We haven't really seen one in a while.
Yeah. Need a kill when Contract Killer has helped build a 4K gold lead.
So this guy was level 5.5 at like
pre-7
minutes.
Yeah.
And he is still not level 6 at 10 minutes.
3 deaths in a row. Pretty rough. 4 deaths in a row. Potentially.
Yeah, like he might be dead here in a moment. If
get that courier.
Finds him.
Get that courier. Get the courier.
Oh, they find the Lion. Hold back here. They get the Dawnbreaker. Finger death. Just do it. Don't wait. Yeah, they're going to get themselves a kill. Now looking for the Ricky. He needs the Fist of Death stack. Give it to the Lion, baby. Gets the Blink Strike away, but the Dawnbreaker will be the one that gets the kill. And they will smoke up immediately.
Ricky did.
I hate to break you. That guy is still level 5.
Yeah, Ricky did play as an observer as he was dying. Notice, so this smoke is scouted. Gyro should get out of here. Pretty big miss if he still gets caught by this.
He's a deep wraparound. He's got the arena. He is going to find. He's going to find him. That smoke's going to pop. He's just going to drop the arena. Catches it right inside the trees. Everybody here to follow it up. The TPs do come through, but it's not enough. Not in time. In comes the Ice Blast. Does connect onto this Void Spirit as well as the Warlock. And the Tree Toss should be enough to get 999. You're going to lose Lion, but a huge win for Team DK.
I gotta say, the start was really good. For AllStars. But we didn't see Ricky just finish off level 6. And then didn't see the Warlock. This is he's level 8 now. I feel like this could have been a 7-minute chaotic offering, take a tower, go orchestrate another place, second chaotic offering, get a second tower, third tower, fall at some point. This is the first tower. It feels like they had a lot of potential. They're still in the lead. So I know I'm being kind of harsh, but felt like they had so much more that they could have done.
Yeah, I think when Ricky's that close to level 6, like, it's probably worth just soaking it in a lane somewhere. Holy stacks, Batman. They have a lot in the triangle here set up for this gyrocopter, which I don't know who has been doing this and when, but there's going to be a lot of time. Ooh, mid lane. Is that a... I'm not sure whose reveal that was, but Ricky trying to get away here. Cold feet, not going to survive. Throws the corpse just for fun. Okay, it is the Blink Dagger from Lion, yeah. Blink Lion and Blink Tiny. So now this game gets really scared for these like more fragile heroes, which Terrorblade does have a stick, but at the mana drain, never gonna get a chance to go for that Sunder. 2 more kills for the side of Team DK, and Gyro will finish up the stacks here in the triangle. His Butler in the Warlock bringing more creeps to him. Team DK feels like they won game one off of good rotations and despite falling behind in the laning stage, those same plays have come back just about even here in game 2, and we'll see if they can keep that up to actually pull back the lead. Starting with a Ricky kill, the two-finger death stacks. That is pretty much the Ricky experience if I've ever seen one. I don't know. You show it late for like 2 seconds and you get 100 to 0. He has 780 health right now. Not a lot. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And that's like with a range drop. Lane? Warlock in really far here. I think he just gets tossed back, but... Yeah, Tiny has his blink. Tiny has his blink. Toss back there. Probably a toss back there. Well, that said, Gyro. It's very farm. Quite powerful this game. Quite powerful. Though Mars is quite good. Gyro, since your arena can block off so many flat cannon shots. So it's not a guaranteed team fight win just because your Gyro depending where that arena lands. All right, I need your opinion. Contract Killer, has it paid off now that he is the lowest level hero in the game? It could have. I really think that should have been level 6 at 7 minutes. And then I think you have the scouting power with an Invis Ricky plus the team fight of the Warlock Golem, and it could have gone so much smoother. This is a nice play from the Warlock. He definitely didn't see this smoke coming, but he just saves the Gyro top lane. We're about to see it again. Blink Spirit back. Don't need the finger this time. Dawnbreaker comes in. They get the dust. They need to kill the range creep. They don't, but Blink follow up with their spike. They get the kill. No, his courier got That's the pipe courier too. Massacre. No XP for that. But still really good. I was gonna say maybe that's the time. Okay, we get pipe on Terrorblade. You have a little bit more to work with in these team fights. But you gotta wait another minute and a half now. You know what? I completely forgot Dawnbreaker was the carry until exactly now when I looked at the net worth and she's at the very top. It's like, wait a minute. Ice Blast, stun, Finger of Death from Feeling once again getting a kill. Three stacks. He's looking to punch some people to death real quick. Another stack. Cobalt. Punch him. You got it. Quickly. Oh, he didn't get it. It expired. Damn. It expired. But 999, not gonna make it out of this one. I guess we'll take a Warlock. I guess. No death. No finger death stacks. Barely worth it, really. No,
This game.
So that Courier is still dead for 45 seconds, so still no pipe for a while.
This game, unlike previous drafts we saw today, there's no real early Roche potential. We've been seeing some fast Roches into team fights into Tormentor. This time you probably just have to do the old standard 20-minute Tormentor into Roche. You don't actually have to be worried about it. You don't actually have to be worried about it being stolen. AllStars doesn't really have a good lineup for it.
Oh boy. The triple blink on the side of Team DK is so problematic for Team AllStars because there is nobody on this team that can safely hold lanes now. Nobody. Like, nobody is tanky enough. Void Spirit will die 100-0. We just saw that a moment ago to Finger of Death. Ricky, absolutely not. Terrorblade.
I think you need the one blink. You need the one blink for the Ricky.
It's like your tankiest hero is your carry, and it's not like you want to dangle your carry on Death's door.
Not yet, anyway.
Which they're actually looking for him again, bottom lane. He might be walking into a ward here in a moment.
Didn't use Arena.
The ward actually
available.
They still have it available.
Ancient Apparition showed the way.
They just walked right into a creep wave.
Yeah,
never mind.
Gyro will get out of there now.
They did scan it, though. They actually know BSK is back here. Oh. I think he just overblinked. He just doesn't want to risk being there alone. But Arena's back up now.
There's a BSL out there.
For J, K, and L.
Yeah.
Who's next? I don't know. Someone's got to make it. I think Ricky just died 100-0 again in the top lane.
That was a spear.
Not going to come as a surprise.
Spear into Dawnbreaker.
Still has 900 HP 18 minutes into the game, by the way. He does have a defusal now, though. So, worth? Question mark. Nice blast. Finger of Death. Void Spirit. Spooky. Pre-toss. Avalanche. They got him.
No finger death.
No finger death.
So once again, I have to question whether that's worth it.
Azula, a very aggressive Arena with no real follow-up, but he does trap them for now. Up onto the high ground is going to be this Terrorblade. They won't be able to get themselves a kill here. Onto the Lion.
No Arena. You should be able to push mid.
Yeah. No Ice Blast either. Dawnbreaker, how far on this ult? Spear back. It doesn't connect correctly as now you're stuck inside this Ice Path. Or Ice Path, the smoke screen.
I think you should go Roche. You have half of meta left.
You have half of meta left.
Run straight into Roche.
Run straight into Roche with a Golem.
That would be a really good call. We're going to try and invade the triangle instead. See what they find. That was a really nice find.
Yeah, I think what happened there. I'm gonna put myself in the team comms here. Lion used finger of death. Didn't go find another kill right now. Go. Mars saw the gyro, went for the arena, Nah, actually it's a really bad idea, guys.
Yeah,
paid the price for that. I do think they could have taken Roche there, though.
I think you're right, especially with that little bit of the golem left.
Yeah, like the golem and Meadow was still at half duration. I think they could have sniped it right there. Much needed. It's technically still an even game.
Even though it feels like Team DK's been in control over the last 10 minutes.
Which I think they have. But the gold lead is still close. Thanks to the gyros farming.
Oh, not again. Spear back. Do they have mana drain enough into the Earth Spike? Okay, he just burns down. Tormentor will go the way of AllStars. The Shard going to the Ricky, so very powerful Shard.
What's that prevent this game? You can't force staff teammates.
You can't toss teammates either.
That's true.
From outside.
That's true. Yeah, those are the two main ones. Those are the two main ones with Solar Guardian, right? That's not like Guardian, right? That's not like a. Is that? I'd never.
Dude, actually,
I never considered that one. If that worked with Solar Guardian, that's actually kind of cool. But I feel like it doesn't. And even if it did, it probably doesn't matter that much in team fights when you have multiple targets to join. But if that one works, that's some 5-head. Pick right there.
smoked up. Arena, they get the spear right on to the gyrocopter. Ice blast next. They almost managed to get away.
Got the Sunder save.
Sunder's available. The silences from the Void Spirit. They will be able to bail out the gyro as they're backpedaling here on this Mars. There's no way he survives, but they do manage to at least take down one. It's going to cost you 3, though. Really good TP responses coming in from the side of AllStars, and the AoE silence doing work.
Now we see sometimes.
Where did Tiny go during that?
I'm not sure.
I know he TP'd out, but I don't feel like he started on the gyro. I feel like he missed his combo.
I kind of missed that. But this is why, as long as you have one hero who's pretty still have a shot. You still have a gyro. In this case, the gyro who's net worth, and so when you commit on him, he's so tanky that it gives time for the team to show up. The Sunder save. It was actually. I don't even know if he would have died. Without the Sunder. With the Sunder, you have full confidence to go more aggressive. Actually, end up with 3 kills. You do get a finger of death stack from killing the Terrorblade. Worth? Question mark?
For Lion, yes, always. $3,000 gold lead now for AllStars, and honestly, they are feeling very confident. Feeling's going to walk out here, get caught. He does have a force staff to get a little bit of space, but in comes the Void Spirit. He gets the kill onto one. The Arena does come out. Silence is there. Here comes your Ice Blast, though. It's going to connect onto 2 big kills, and Dawnbreaker, well, he's taken out the Warlock. They get the kill onto the Void Spirit, and now it is just the Gyro and the Terrorblade versus the rest. The Manta into the Dawnbreaker ult. Buy yourself a little bit of time. The Avalanche, the Spear, the Sunder does it. Oh, it's not even available. It's on cooldown. That's a full team wipe as the Dawnbreaker comes out with an Ultra.
A little bit of a scattered approach going into that fight. The Gyro and the Terrorblade do decent damage, especially into the Fatal. But they were the last to join the fight. Got a little split up on the team there. So by the time they join, you're going to see the replay, right? It's all starting, and Ricky and Void can jump ahead much faster than the rest. They're just about dead by the time Gyro gets here, and then Terrorblade's still coming in the rear. We see the arena value blocking a lot. Otherwise, you probably kill the ancient apparition and at least get the Mars Tiny a little bit lower. Maybe they feel like backing up instead of chasing for more kills here.
The Dawnbreaker is starting to do a lot of damage.
Just a reminder, this is Dawnbreaker carry. Anyone just tuning in. So hits real hard. Has reclaimed the top net worth spot after that last fight. Currently at Harpoon and Manta. Oh, and a full BKB just being delivered.
Yeah. Also went Vast with Brigand's Blade, so she has that extra attack range. And then Starbreaker, of course, being able to proc Brigand's Blade is quite nice. So doing a lot of work. Almost level 20, which is probably one of the bigger talents for this Euro. Luminosity attacks required is correct. Well, okay, you did get the kill there onto the Ancient Apparition, but it costs you pretty dearly. As, trying to escape here on the Void Spirit.
One more hit.
Just get a nice rapid pullback. Hold up, he's out. Okay, doesn't cost you anything. Very nice go. Okay, so we did find out that it doesn't stop Dawnbreaker's ult.
Good knowledge.
The smoke screen, yeah.
At the same time, Lion went for a pretty aggressive jump to the gyro, which did beta rotation from Terrorblade, and then led to his death. Kind of a worth it rotation. Even tried to arena to save the Lion. So maybe a window for AllStars to look to play aggressive. Ultimates are down from the side of Team DK.
Yeah. Dawnbreaker is going to need to return to base here fairly soon. She has got 0 mana to play around. Tiny is closing in on Conda, by the way. This is not a build we've seen for quite a while. Did go the Phylactery, but he is going to have a Conda. And that item has been slowly getting buffed for quite some time. And I'm kind of curious how well it's going to do in this game. I mean, a 10-second like empower, right? Or like cooldown on the empowered spell with a 4-second break.
I mean, the burst combo's nice. The burst combo's nice with Ice Vortex since it's amplified. High armor in the Terrorblade, and even Gyro, good armor. Even Gyro, good bypass a little bit. They're going for Roche. They're going for Roche, but a little diversion to kill the Lion. Straight back to Roche, and straight back to Roche. And you can maybe throw the Ice Blast.
They might look mid. Oh, he gets silenced. He's gonna get pulled back here with a Remnant as well. Tiny gets caught for the silence. Now BKB, Ice Blast, everything off the mark, but they, okay. He gets deleted by the Tree Toss and a Spear. Now the question is, can they get out on the rest of these heroes? Force Staffs tries to save Mars, but no. It's not enough. A 3-for-1 plus the Roshan going the way of AllStars. That is a very big win, as this tier 2 tower stands no chance against the Gyro and this Terrorblade.
Maybe even tier 3 because without Arena, that's a big part of their team fight. Use the fortify. I guess the next creep wave. Is a little too far. Probably not worth waiting for that.
Dawnbreaker is going Butterfly. Avalanche. Toss. Dawnbreaker coming back into the bottom lane. The Chain Stuns are there. The Finger of Death. No, he gets silenced. Astral steps away. There is no way. You don't hold. You have to just cast your spells. And now your Lion is just dead.
And you know what that is? It's an extra 250 XP for Ricky.
That's actually kind of
right there.
There's no way you don't commit everything you have to kill that hero. Starbreaker didn't get used either to Finger of Death, and he just gets out. Meanwhile, mid lane, don't make that mistake twice. They take down the Terrorblade.
I just realized this line went max mana drain before max hex. I feel like max hex is actually better this game. Could have given a little bit more time. To kill off the Void Spear there. Maybe he got it to try to speed up his tiny. You know, like giving mana that way with higher levels of mana drain. The hex is very much missed against some of these heroes. You have a window to kill. Void Spirit before you escape. Terrorblade before the Sunder comes out. Void Spirit, found again, or maybe finding the Lion.
Yeah, he just solos the Lion off so quickly. Has a shield rune as well, so he's going to continue to play aggressive here and just see what he can force out. Spear will pin him down for now, but the Gyro is going to chase. He's forced to BKB and TP to safety. Now, they are looking for more. It's going to be the Ancient Apparition. He does have a Force Staff. Oh, he gets scouted on a courier, tries to TP. He actually makes it out. Golem used trying to stop Tiny's TP. He gets out. Okay. So good disengages here from Team DK.
Airblade's pretty tanky.
There's the Arena Spear and to the Starbreaker and enough damage to finish the job. I was like, she doesn't have the shard, so she can't go for like the Starbreaker like magic immunity to prevent Sunder yet, so needed a little bit of help there from the Mars. Yules.
I feel like a spear could have
doesn't go for the spear. I'm very confused. Just held it for some reason.
I missed the cooldown. If it was available, it was like just barely off. Dawnbreaker pretty deep now.
Dodge the Dawnbreaker, and now she's gonna be forced to BKB, trying to chase for him. Doesn't have a harpoon and is out of mana. Gonna get stunned here by the missile. The question is, can you get out of this one? Spear looks like they will. I mean, that's Dawnbreaker's BKB, and you don't even get the kill on the Warlock. You need to get that shard, man.
Waiting to get it from the Tormentor, I wonder. butterfly first.
Butterfly first.
I mean, it is a very good butterfly game.
Very good butterfly game for these 3 cores.
Do you think Tiny should have gone more for a like semi-carry build instead of this like Conda BKB?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Since Dawnbreaker isn't a traditional carry, maybe Tiny could have done more typical carry things. But the Conda's not. I don't know. The damage isn't bad with the ice vortex. I kind of get why he did it. I kind of get why he did it. Do you need the break?
That's the thing I'm unsure of. Like, who is he breaking?
Yeah, you like remove Side Gunner, which is kind of nice, but is it worth 6,000 gold knives? 6,000 gold knives? I don't know.
That item is so expensive. Okay, well, the Conda definitely pays off there in deleting the Ricky. Well, they will find an exchange as they take down the Ancient Apparition on the bottom side. That will be the tier 2 tower. Well, they actually forked this one. Interesting. That's their high ground fort because they do not have a tier 2 tower in mid lane.
Think about fighting.
That will not get refreshed. Mars is coming in.
Ancient Apparition.
Spear. Dawnbreaker. AA has buyback. Can they kill this hero fast enough? He gets the BKB off. You don't have the Starbreaker. And just like that, Gyro is out. You will get a very fast kill onto the Warlock, but that's a dieback on your Ancient Apparition.
Lost side of the Void Spirit. Otherwise, you have the Hex and the Yules to cancel that TP. Core Staff didn't get him quite far enough. All right, I didn't expect them to fight that. They get the Warlock kill, but the dieback on Ancient Apparition. Doesn't feel worth it for Team DK. With that, somehow still an even game. I mean, it's been a real. I mean, we talked about earlier. We had non-stop fighting, where again at about 2 kills per minute. So a lot of the net worth going back and forth as each team takes turns killing each other.
Dude, seeing Dawnbreaker swing that hammer after hitting a hero with Starbreaker, like the amount of attack speed she gets is pretty nuts.
You know who else is getting attack speed?
Lion with
Finger of Death stacks.
Okay, Mars is fine. Meanwhile, on the other side, Lion is dead. Harpoon here. BKB again just sidestepping these Starbreakers, and she has to leave now. BKB out from Tiny. He will TP home as well. Get the shard. You need the Dawnbreaker shard at this point. There's like 3 kills we've missed from this.
To finish the Daedalus first.
You need to be able to control where you're going.
You do here. This time you do have a creep wave. Taking the last tier tower top.
Oh, BKB from who? Mars. Okay.
Let's get out alive.
Oh gosh, Ancient Apparition also dies. This Void Spirit is now just way too scary for the supports. The supports are just food from Team DK now.
You can go high ground if you want here. Meta in 10 seconds. You know there's no buyback on Ancient Apparition, so you're safe for at least a little bit. Golem is up in 10.
There are 21 deaths from the supports on Team DK and 20 deaths from the supports on AllStars. Like that's just like such a rough game to be a support here. Lion dead to the nullifier here, dead without buyback. That is a full lane of barracks. They're just gonna continue looking for more.
Your Ancient Apparition's up, but Lion's now dead without buyback. They know that, but I don't think you're that scared of buyback either.
Through the event of okay. So Sunder was never an option. Has to escape. Doesn't have it available for himself, but
couldn't help himself. Wanted to find a Sunder kill since he was so low. Dies for it instead. In the end, you still get a lane and a half of barracks. Probably could have been a cleaner escape than that. Maybe just losing the gyro. I think they didn't expect that. That burst killed the gyro. Otherwise, the Sunder save could have come out. What can you do with this? Team DK can get the next Roshan. Steal that away. And despite losing barracks, I mean, they're not losing barracks. I mean, they're not that far behind. It really comes down to winning these fights. Dawnbreaker can hold lanes very easily.
Dude, the 80% cast range and speed on Celestial Hammer is kind of cool. I didn't even realize that was the talents, because it used to be like Starbreaker charges, and then they nerfed that, and then it was Starbreaker cooldown, and they removed that, and now it's cast range and speed. I want to see how this actually works.
This rune from Void Spirit, just barely scouting everything out, unnoticed.
He's gonna TP.
Wow.
So Roshan is up. You did see quite a few heroes bottom here. Ice Blast will come through. It connects. So Gyrocopter might back out for now. They do need to make their way over across the map here. Oh, there's the roar. Question is, do they make it in time? You need the best possible arena initiation that you can find. The question is, will they get that smoke pops? It's by the Void Spirit. That is exactly what you want. Avalanche comes through. The BKB out from the Titan. They get to the gyro as well, but his BKB dropped immediately. Now they're gonna just get on top of the Mars. He's in trouble. On the backside of the fight, they're looking for the Void Spirit, but they don't get in range for the stuns. He sends his attention over to H&F Bridge, and he gets the kill. Terrorblade is dead, and the Dawnbreaker is doing some work here and takes down a second. Ice Blast, it's here onto the Void Spirit, looking to change for more, but Dawnbreaker versus Gyro, who's gonna win? She has a Manta to dodge this if she can. He's not the Void Spirit, he's got a blink in one. Jumps back to the left side. Ice Vortex isn't enough to stop the blink away. He's gonna be out. This was a very scrappy and very close fight. I thought for sure this was going Team DK's way, but they still get the Aegis.
And the upheaval is so annoying for Dawnbreaker. I think she could have threatened the gyro, but she was caught at the edge of upheaval, and he was just hiding her easily. Eventually just decides to run away. Not the worst fight, but you still lose Aegis, which doesn't feel great.
I mean, do you not buy the shard immediately on Dawnbreaker? I don't understand. It gives you debuff immunity and the ability to control the movement, and now that you have your level 25 talents, like, I feel like you need this shard.
I'm trying to. Nothing got changed about it, right?
No, it doesn't dispel you, but like with the cast range and speed, I feel like the shard is very value.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by it. Feeling. Found and killed instantly.
It's like, oh wait, no, she's okay. I'm stupid. I don't know why I was saying Starbreaker cast range. It's Celestial Hammer cast range and speed, which is like the W, but she actually doesn't go the Starbreaker cooldown, which is the other 25 talent. I'm dumb. I like read those completely backwards earlier. So you can throw it a lot further, which helps her navigate the fights for sure. So definitely just trying to rely on that maybe.
Yeah, get away from upheaval. These carries faster. Especially if you're not getting a shard.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go Blink Dagger into a Swift Blink. So, I mean, Dawnbreaker with a Blink Dagger is incredibly terrifying. I just don't know what you get rid of. I think it has to be the phase boots. Nullifier here onto the Mars. He needs a BKB if he wants to survive, but the damage from the gyro might be too much. Instead, he's gonna walk into a Terror Blade. Wait, where'd the tiny blink? Oh, he blinked back. Never mind, he's fine.
Yeah, he realized he did
really nice find there onto the Mars.
I don't want to be there.
He does have buyback, but it uses BKB potentially just a little bit too late. Ancient Apparition is in trouble. The Hex, however, doing a lot of work. They're trying to bail him out, but the Flat Cannon's going to get the kill. Into the arena, the buyback comes through. If they can kill this Gyro, he gets the Sunder off just in time, but is it going to be enough? Toss into the air over and over. He's got the Satanic doing so much damage. The call down doing it. That's going to be a dieback on the Ancient Apparition, and Dynamo, he's still alive. They've done it. 3 dead. Team DK got nothing left in the tank.
You need the Ice Blast to be able to kill the Gyro. And if you kill him once, and if you set up to get the second kill, but Void jumping. The Ancient Apparition has a nullifier. Nothing he can do to save himself. That's just gonna be the end of the game. Swift and sudden. Good comeback from AllStars. It really felt like Team DK was taking control of the game. From 10 to about 20 minutes. But AllStars turn it back around. Thanks to Contract Killer? Question mark?
I swear to God. All right, I want to see if there's actually a stat for this on the hero, because I am curious